Alright, so what's up, everybody? Alright. Story time number 5. It's that time. Alright, now if you've been following my posts, you know that story number 5 is the time when I almost died and got sent to ICU twice. Alright, so y'all know I have sickle cell. Well, most of y'all know I have sickle cell. Some of y'all don't. But yeah, I have sickle cell. And from me being born with sickle cell, I've been basically sick on and off all my life. And when I became a teenager, I developed a disorder called avascular necrosis. Avascular necrosis, basically what it is the death of bone. Like when it's when a certain part of your body doesn't have good blood flow to the bones. So over time, your bones start to deteriorate, and they deteriorate so much that they basically start dying off. And alright, let me think. Alright, say you got a glass of soda and take a piece of candy. You put the piece of candy into the glass of soda. What happens? The piece of candy dissolves over time. That's basically what avascular necrosis is. And I have that in my hips, both hips, left and right, and in both shoulders. But they said I have it in both shoulders, but I don't feel like I have it. I can got free range of motion, no pain in my shoulders. I'm even very flexible with my shoulders. Most people can't do this. I can reach almost all the way around with both arms. My hand is right there, almost in front of me, and I'm reaching behind me. So I don't feel like, I have a vascular necrosis in my shoulders, but I don't feel like it. It's basically not that bad or whatever. But yeah, let me not get off topic. So yeah, I've been sick all my life, on and off. I'm not saying I'm sick right now or nothing like that. When you have sickle cell, you're not sick basically all the time. It's just when you have flare-ups. And when you have a sickle cell flare-up, it's called a sickle cell crisis or a pain crisis. So I think I was about 22. That would make it 19. I mean, not 19. That would make it 2011. Yeah, it was 2011. And I was 22 years old. I think it was in the summertime, actually. Yeah, the summer of 2011. I went to the hospital because I was having a lot of pain. And after they checked me out and everything in the emergency room, they basically determined that I was having a sickle cell crisis. So when you basically almost every time you go to the hospital with a sickle cell crisis, you get admitted to the hospital. And that particular crisis, it was one of the worst ones I've had. I think I was having really bad pain in my back, my lower back, and my hips. that's where it started at anyway. Started in my lower back and hips. Then they admitted me. Then the next day the pain got super bad. And the hospital I used to go to, Peninsula Regional, PRNC, down in Salisbury, Maryland. The hospital, that hospital, they treated me over 100 times. Yes, I've been hospitalized, like actually in the hospital, admitted to the hospital. I've been admitted to the hospital over 150 times at that point. I'm not talking about right now. At that point, I was admitted at least 150 times. That was the refrigerator, in case you wonder what that noise was. So because of them taking care of me so much and everything, I had to be on pain medicine a lot of time. If anybody know what Dilaudid is basically a medicine that was I forgot what the word is called. A derivative, a medicine that they derived from morphine. Dilaudid is basically 5 times as strong as morphine. So, like 1 milligram of Dilaudid is like 5 milligrams of morphine. So, basically, every time I had a crisis, they would put me on Dilaudid, 4 milligrams. 4 milligrams of Dilaudid. Let me show you what 4 milligrams looks like in pill form. This little tiny pill right here. Come on, man. Stop sticking to me. This little tiny pill right here. That's 4 milligrams of Dilaudid in pill form. I don't have a morphine pill right now, so I can't show you. But morphine, no matter what milligrams it is, it's about twice the size of this. Morphine, let me see. 1 milligram of Dilaudid is like 5 milligrams of morphine. And here's how they would do the morphine. They would start you off at either 15, 30, or 60 milligrams. My pain was so extreme that they never gave me morphine because they knew it wouldn't work. So I was on 4 milligrams of Dilaudid every time I had a crisis. And they would give it to me every 4 hours. So it was like 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's like 20 milligrams of morphine every 4 hours. This particular crisis this particular crisis I was having, they put me on the morphine at 4 hours. 4 hours, every 4 hours, 4 milligrams. This particular crisis was so bad that 4 milligrams didn't even touch my pain. So they upped the doses. Well, they kept the doses at 4 milligrams, and they started giving it to me every 3 hours instead of every 4 hours. So now that's like 20 milligrams of morphine every 3 hours. Still didn't really touch my pain. But I basically took the morphine, the Dilaudid every 3 hours, and they had me on IV fluids, round the clock, and they ended up giving me I think 2 units of blood, because my blood count was extremely low. I think it was like 5.8 or something like that, and that's extremely low. Even for a person with sickle cell, that's extremely low. My normal blood count is like 7.5. Now it's like 7.5, but they don't do anything unless my blood count drops beneath 6. That's how they do it now. But back then, they would give me start giving me blood when it's like 6.5 or something. So I think when I was in the emergency room, it was like 6.4 or something like that. So they gave me blood, 2 units of blood. After they did that, they rechecked it again, and for some reason, instead of my blood count going up, it went down. Went down like 5.8. So they gave me more blood, and they kept me on the pain medicine and stuff for like 2 days. The next day, well, next night actually. The next night, I still remember this like it was yesterday. The next night, I had to, I was asleep, and when I woke up, it was time for my pain medicine, but I had to use the bathroom. So I got up to go use the bathroom, but when I stood up, the whole room was spinning. And let me see if I can get something so I can demonstrate something for y'all. Alright, so yeah, I use this in my other video, Storytime number 4. Basically, I'm gonna use this again. For this, I'm gonna use this as a demonstration. Say this is a not a wheelchair. Say this is the IV pole. I woke up that night. I woke up that night and I was in extreme pain. Like, my whole body was hurting. My arms, my back, chest, hips, all of that was hurting. And it was time for my pain medicine. But like, if I had to go to the bathroom, I'll go to the bathroom before I get my pain medicine. So I had to go to the bathroom, right? So I got up to go to the bathroom. But when I got up, the whole freaking room was spinning. Alright, so, okay. So I got up. Remember, this crutch is being used as a demonstration. It's an IV pole. Alright, so yeah. I got up. The whole room was spinning. I'm like, whoa. Stood up for a second. I'm like, whoa. Like, I actually almost fell down. So I stood there for like a whole minute, just getting my balance or whatever. I was that dizzy. So like after a minute later, I started walking towards the bathroom, had the IV pole, and the dizziness had wore off a little bit, but it was still there. So I had to basically use the IV pole to steady myself. I'm like, almost falling down and shit. So I go to the bathroom. I don't know if this can see me or not, but say this is the bathroom or whatever. I had to pee, but I was so dizzy I couldn't just stand up and do it. I had to actually sit down. So I'm actually sitting down on the toilet, peeing or whatever. Alright, and then when I got up, I'm like, doing all that stuff. I couldn't even take 2 steps out of the bathroom. I had to call the nurses or whatever. So they came and they're like, I see you light. I saw you with your light on. What's wrong? I'm like, I can't walk. I can't get to my bed or whatever. So they think I'm joking. They think I'm freaking joking or something. They're like, sure you can. Just get up and walk. I'm like, I can't walk. I'm dizzy. I can't even take 3 steps I couldn't even take 3 steps out of the bathroom. So they stood there looking at me for a few seconds, and they saw I wasn't playing. So they get a chair that was in my room, and they push it up to the bathroom door or whatever, tell me to sit in it. So I sit in it, and they had to push me back to the bed or whatever. And as they're push me in the chair, and I had my hand on the IV pole to push it with me or whatever. So they're pushing me in the chair, and as they're pushing me, everything is like spinning, like super bad. I'm like super dizzy. So they're pushing me to the bed, and I'm up here, almost falling out of the damn chair. So they're like, alright, had to fix the camera. Oh, shit. Alright, so they had to push me to the bed. And I couldn't even, by the time they got me back to the bed, I couldn't even stand up. I couldn't even stand up just to take 2 steps to get in the bed. They had to help me back into the bed. So they helped me up. They helped me up and helped me get to the bed. And as I get to the bed, I practically just stumble into the bed. And I'm so freaking dizzy, I can't even like move myself to like lay in bed correctly. They had to actually position me and stuff. So I'm like, oh, so my nurse, she was actually off going to get pain medicine and stuff for me, because it was actually time for my pain medicine. It was another nurse. I think it was the charge nurse that came. It was a charge nurse and a CNA. They the ones that came and helped me get to the bed and all that. So my nurse comes in with my pain medicine and stuff, and they explain to her what had just happened. But then they asked me, they're like, so what's going on? Why did you get all dizzy like that? So I'm like, I don't know. I I just had to use the bathroom, and as I was walking over there, I got super dizzy. And then when I was sitting down using the bathroom, it felt like it was going away. But then as soon as I try to get up, it comes back, and it's so bad that I can't even get back to my bed or whatever. So they're asking me all these questions like, did I eat something that I'm not supposed to eat? Did I take something I'm not supposed to take? Had I had all my medicines that day and all that? They asking me that stuff, and they the ones supposed to monitor that. They supposed to give me my medicines and stuff. So what's... I don't know. Anyway. Alright, so anyway, my nurse is like, I can't remember the girl's name, the CNA, I can't remember her name, I'm gonna just call her Katie. She's like, well, we'll have Katie go get that, we'll have Katie go get the blood pressure machine and see what your blood pressure is. And in the meantime, I'll give you your pain meds and stuff. Alright, so, yeah, so she was about to give me the Dilaudid and Benadryl through IV. Yeah, and through the IV, the Dilaudid is supposed to be way stronger than the pill or whatever, and it does feel like it's way stronger, but it wasn't. My pain was so bad that they were on the 4 milligram dose every 4 hours. I mean every 3 hours or whatever. And the Benadryl was 50 milligrams. They would give me that because the Dilaudid, sometimes it would make me sick to my stomach, and sometimes it would make me like itch and stuff, break out in hives and stuff. So yeah, she gave me the Benadryl. Oh, and Benadryl, is basically this. It's basically this right here, Unisom. Unisom and Benadryl, they're both the same thing. They, both diphenhydramine. So I'm on such a high dose at that point, 50 milligrams. I'm on such a high dose at that point, after taking it for like 5 years, that it don't even make me tired or whatever. But anyway, she gives me my Benadryl, and then gives me my my pain medicine, the Dilaudid or whatever. And like 10 seconds at, you know, like, I say it's like 20 seconds. Like 20 seconds after she gives me the pain medicine and all that stuff, I basically throw up. And it, you ever throw up but you couldn't control it? You didn't know that she was about to throw up or whatever? That's how I did. She gave me the medicine or whatever, and like 20 seconds before I even could do anything, before I could say anything, I'm just throwing up all over the bed and stuff. But all over the freaking bed. She's like, oh, why didn't you say anything? Now you gotta get your clothes changed and all that stuff. I'm like, I couldn't say anything. I didn't even feel like I was gonna throw up. And I'm still feeling all dizzy and stuff. So the nurse comes in there. I mean, the CNA comes in there with the blood pressure machine. Well, don't know why I call it a blood pressure machine. It takes all your vitals. She comes in with the vital machine, takes my temperature. I can't remember what it was, but it was definitely a fever. It was more than 102. She's like, "Oh, you got a fever." So after she took my temperature, she checked my heart rate. She checked my heart rate, and my heart rate was sky high. It was like 135 or something like that. Way too high. But the worst thing is my blood pressure. She took my blood pressure, and it was like I was dead. Like, dead serious. It's like I was dead. I ain't never seen nobody's blood pressure this low before. It was 55/7. When your blood pressure is that low, you basically almost dead. So she takes the blood pressure, sees it at 55/7. So basically, whenever they see that, they basically immediately take it again, because that could be a false reading or whatever. And if it's not a false reading, then they call it a code, something code or whatever. So she took it again. It was second time that she took it. It was like 50. It was like 54/8 or something like that. So after she takes my blood pressure that second time, she's like, "We gotta call the doctor now, right now." So the CNA, she goes running down the hallway, whatever, and calls my doctor. My doctor at that time, his name Dr. Ngaiza. He was a pretty good doctor. But they hurry up and rush down there and call him. And I guess the nurse went to talk to him on the phone or whatever. And he told her to basically check it again, and then if it's still like that, call him back, and he'll have to come in. Camera cut off on me.